the tour, the tour, the tour coffee. Remember that name. Months ago, I bought this coffee. I was psyched. I was pumped. I was thinking about logistics of how this coffee was going to transform my coffee roasting business. See, if more people knew about the finest or the greatest coffee in Brazil, or one of many, or one of few, then people will see that this coffee was magical, and I was the one to give it to them. So I thought about it. I bought about 7 different varieties that they produce from a United States importer. I even saw them at the SCA. Good people, no problems. I got a coupon too. Buy before July ends, you'll get free shipping. So I had about 3 months before I had to make a decision. Since I don't do any cupping, the process was fun to me. I took my time. I roasted it twice, one as a lighter roast and also one as a dark roast. I even gave it out to a friend who frequently buys from me. I just put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the bags. Then want him to feel prone to say what it is when it says what it is on the bag. I try to do the same. Try to be as objective as I could. Make challenges out of it. Brewing little things here and there with different brewers. Because, I don't cup. I could have been done with this assessment a lot faster, right? But regardless of the fact, I was there and I was present. I was jotting down notes, putting down my tasting notes, thinking about what you will probably taste in the coffee. Think about what you would enjoy about the coffee. One little thing I did though too is that I have a Brazilian already. It's a decent Brazilian. It tastes like a Brazilian, chocolatey, nutty, all the things that you could think about a Brazilian. Very low offensive, kind of like your everyday driver, so to speak. So I put that into the mix too. I wanted to see how that one would compare. It's still specialty, but they sell so much of it, right? So I went through this whole experiment, tasting the coffees, analyzing them, trying to be as objective as I could. Different temperatures, whatever, it didn't matter. I threw at it. Didn't care for it as light roast, surprise, surprise. But as a medium to dark and dark roast, the coffee started to come alive. I jotted down my notes. I compared my light roast versus my dark roast. I kind of have an idea. Now I kind of had an idea of what I was going to do, which coffees I was going to select for whichever reason. And then it came time to purchasing. Went to the website. Was shocked. There's no Deter coffee on there. I'm sure this probably happens from time to time where they don't have the crops inside of whatever their warehouse. Probably they ran out. Makes sense for them to run out. But then I checked again another day and another day. By that time, it was already August. I was slightly pissed. I wonder if I wasted my time doing this whole thing. But no. Me and failure have a thing together that we, are buddies together. And I just sat there just thinking about what I did wrong, how I could have been better about this coffee, presenting in its best light, giving it out to people, and then for them to drink it and enjoy it and keep coming back, right? And then I started thinking and analyzing, probably a little bit of anger, is that probably only 1 to 3 coffees tasted a little bit better than the coffee that I usually have for people, the one that I believe that they should try. the gateway drug to, specialty coffee or good tasting coffee in general. Then I analyzed the price. Then I kind of got an idea of what I was going to pay for the other ones. And then I realized is that, am I wasting my time? And just go to the importer that I normally go to and just purchase the coffee and just keep moving. Yeah, it could be that. I just could do that. I think that's what I'm leaning to do. But then it got me thinking. It's like, it got me thinking about you, about people who drink coffee drinkers, coffee addicts, coffee sluts, people who just love and geek out about anything coffee. We all have our thing that we like about coffee, right? But again, I was thinking about you. I was thinking about the medium and the dark roast person. I was trying to understand and kind of get where you come from. What do you really care about? And then I started to think about this thing that I've noticed here and there, all around, everywhere, which is, besides people knowing that it's a Brazilian or how high it was grown or the tasty notes of that coffee, how much do you really know of the coffee? Do you care? Do you really, really give a fuck? I'm serious. I mean, think about it. Do you say that you care in public, but then when you're behind the walls of your own house or online trying to buy your own coffee or going to the coffee shops and trying to see what you want, do you truly care who produced that shit? Do you? That's what I'm asking right now. Because as I was sitting there, racking my brain, trying to see what I can do to bring out this Datura coffee to the world, I wonder who knew exactly what Datura coffee is. Probably they think it's just a name brand. Probably they can research it and kind of figure out what the coffee is all about. But do people really care about the producers? Do they think that you're going to get a different product from the producers compared to what we know of as the roasters, right? What do we care about? Truly, really, what do you care about? Do you know who produced your coffee? I'm not going to lie. A lot of coffees I get from the importers. They just tell me what it is. They give me some tasty notes. They tell me that it's been grown in this high altitude and all that stuff. And I move on with my day. I constantly think about how much information I want to give to people, how much they care. I just recently bought some coffee, but somebody reached out to me on LinkedIn. They have a family farm. It's been in existence for almost 100 years. So they're really trying to bring it out to the masses. And it's a little pressure, but I ended up not getting it. I went ahead and just bought the coffee. I'm going to test it for myself and see what it's all about. But yeah, I wonder how much people care. I see it on the bag. I see the farm. I see how long it's been in the world. But if I told you what this coffee, who made this coffee, the processes that they took, the harvest that they went through, do you truly, really care? Do you just care about the taste? Me personally, I care about the taste. I care about how it goes through that Hario V60. I care about how, if I put this in an automatic drip machine, how customers and clients will hopefully appreciate this coffee. Because, a lot of times when I'm thinking about this is that I'm trying to survive too. I'm trying to come up and do the things right. And as much as I want to try to give you the homage or the origin story of this particular coffee, honestly, I want you to buy the coffee, drink it, keep drinking it, keep drinking it. If you care, I'll give you the information if I know it. But it is what it is. But then I start thinking about the producer. They're trying to survive too. And what is the balance here? What is the thing that we have to do in order to get people to really, truly care? Because that's where we're working with right now. That's the thing that I'm trying to really figure out. What do we care about? Why do we care about it? Do we know one or two producers? Or really the best person to bring the best out of that coffee is that roaster? So that's why we care more so about the roaster than the producer. And then, of course, to an extent, the country that it came from. That's what I'm thinking about right now. As I sat there and just been pissed and just being not happy because I couldn't get that coffee. Even if I did get the coffee, why would it have mattered? Even just talking back to my friend, he said the coffee that he usually gets anyway can't be beat. And he's enjoying that coffee. He likes different coffees. Him and his wife, they like different coffees. They like it for whatever it is. And it is what it is, right? But even if I am having a difficult time trying to convince myself to see how this coffee is better than the status quo, and then all the things that I have to do in order to get you to understand that this is a producer that really cares about what they're doing, then it's almost a wasted time. It is what it is, right? So how much do you know your producers? Do you care? Do you truly, really care? I'm serious. Just don't tell me this crap about like, yeah, the producer's this, you want to give back to the orphanage and shit like that, and you care about schools and all that stuff. How much do you truly, really care? Because a lot of times when you pick up a bag of coffee, yeah, sometimes they'll have who made it in the back of the bag or probably even in the front of the bag, giving homage, giving respect back to the person who actually made it. Does that move you? Does that excite you even more to drink that cup of coffee for however many times that you're going to drink it? Because that's the thing that I'm thinking about now. That's the thing that I'm wondering about. And truthfully, I already know the answer. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. That's perfectly fine. I'm not here to bash you or to hate on you or anything like that. I do it too. I am not on this high horse type of thing to where I can say this is the things that I'm going through and doing, you know? Because at the end of the day, it's about you. It's not about me. My journey is intact. I brew and roast coffee all the time. And these things are fun to me. But at the end of the day, what do you care about? Do you care about that producer? Or do you care about that roaster more? Probably not, straight up and honest about it, but I don't know. That's kind of like where I'm at right now. So let me know what you think about that. How do you go about getting your cup of coffee or your bag of coffee or whatever it may be called in order to get your fix? Do you care who produced it? Because truthfully, if you think about it, a roaster is just a person who gets that ball, using a basketball sense, and that producer just throws a bag of coffee to him, and then he just alley-oops the dunk. He's literally the last person to give you something magical, not mess it up, right? Do you care about him more? than the person who actually made it? Do we realize that it takes years, months of producing, of harvest, of all that stuff? Do we care? Do you care? Quite frankly, I'm having a hard time caring right now, because now this Datura coffee that I've actually tasted and enjoyed from time to time is not here for me to buy, to share with you. So I'm perfectly fine staying with the status quo. But you don't know what that bag is or who made it. I just put Brazilian on there, or morning brew, or whatever the hell else we roasters do in order to get you to be enticed by whatever, right? So, how much do you really care? Talk to you later. Bye.